You know what I might have done if I had been there?
Tell me.
I might have left early.
You might have.
Because it looked like it was over, right? And
crazy.
I had to, I was working the next morning, 6 a.m. That's actually another reason I was exhausted. I had a long few days up in the Hamptons, so I was kind of tired. But I might have left, and then I would have been kicking myself because one of the best comebacks we've seen, or choke jobs, whatever you want to call it, depends on your perspective, took place. What a thrilling finish in overtime when they completely took over. And we see them move to 2-0 last night. I told Malik before I came in here, it's a wrap.
Yeah?
You don't recover from that. I think from game one, you don't recover from that. The Knicks were already the favorite coming into the seed. They have the better roster. That is one of those defining moments where it is a gut check, and I just don't see Cleveland clawing their way back into making this competitive. Maybe they get one back in Cleveland, but I think this series is a wrap. We didn't give our official predictions. I probably would have said Knicks in 5, which is probably where it'll end up, but I think even more so. I think there's a chance there's a sweep.
Yeah, I think right now the big discussion is, are all losses created equal, right?
No.
And I think that's where a lot of people find themselves. Like, I think for the Knicks, you just get an inordinate amount of confidence. Like, you were supposed to beat these guys anyway. The rest versus rust thing became a huge deal because the Knicks came out absolutely flat, right? They were down in no time. They looked horrible. And then to be able to beat this team on a night where you play 7 good minutes and 41 bad ones, that's got to just inject you with confidence. Like, now you feel like these guys don't even belong on the floor with you. And you know the deal. When that happens when confidence is at an all-time high or an all-time low for an athlete, it's a wrap. I'm with you. I think 5 games. It's been weird, man. It's been a weird series in the sense that the Knicks are doing once they figured it out, what I expected. They're getting contributions from everybody, which is something you wouldn't have seen last year. They're going super deep to the bench. They're getting things from Alvarado. They're getting help from Landry Shamet. So guys that wouldn't have played before. But yeah, it's been an interesting one because Donovan Mitchell, who's usually like super assertive, has seemingly taken like a backseat to Harden, who's 35 now.
Right.
And Harden's not the same player. So I, as a Knicks fan, love it. But that's not a recipe for success, right?
No, I don't think so either. Going to the mindset of what it's like, some losses aren't created equal.
Yeah.
So one of my best games in college it's now known as the choke it doke. We were down 31-3. We scored 28 in the last 10 minutes in the fourth quarter of the game. The Gators. So it was like an arch rival of ours.
That's crazy.
And at the time, they still had ties. But we came all the way back. Yeah, there's some highlights. I love it. Malik's got some highlights from this one. Now, this makes me feel old because the grainy video is pretty bad. So, yeah, we were getting smoked, came all the way back, tied the game, and then because we tied them, they had us play a rematch in the Sugar Bowl. Like, that was our bowl game for both of us.
Okay.
And we absolutely knew we were going to win.
Yeah.
Like, because we had sucked all the life out of them. Like, we had devastated them. They blew the lead. They choked. And there was another thing that happened. It made the press. We're going to win by 3 touchdowns. So, yeah, and we did go on to win that game. But I do think it goes back to what you're saying about, like, being able to come back, and then once you do and you're like, oh, if we play at our best, they can't hang with us.
Yeah.
And I think that's starting to see with the New York Knicks. By the way, I thought you were going to jinx this thing because you told me a while ago, what was it? They were at 4 or 5 wins in a row.
Yeah.
Have they lost since then? They have still not lost. 9 in a row for the Knicks. Is it going to go? Are you sticking with 5? Or are you going to think they sweep this one?
No. I go into very few series thinking sweeps. I think maybe gentleman's sweep is probably doable. I think maybe they get 1 in Cleveland. Right now, they're going to go back to a juiced-up building. If it's going to be 1, I'd imagine it's probably game 3, right? But, like, it's been so many different things.